Greetings, Ducklins. On this week's episode of Cooking with Duckie, we are doing a take on the Saltgrass Steakhouse potato soup. So let's get to it. All right, Ducklins. So like I said, if you saw the opening reel, which I know you did, we are doing a Saltgrass copycat style potato soup. So I've been kind of hungry for it, and I really want to make this. I want to kind of learn how to do it because I really do enjoy it when we go to Saltgrass. So I found this recipe online. It's the first time we're gonna cook it together. We're gonna find out if it's really okie dokie or whatever and good grubbing, right? Okay, so let's get into it. So first things first, you're gonna want to take half a pound of bacon, okay? And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cut it up like so, and then put it in a black iron skillet, fry it down, save everything. You want the grease, the bacon, and everything, okay? You're going to need a cup of shredded cheese, extra sharp shredded cheese. You're going to need a third cup of fresh, finely chopped green onion. You're going to need a cup of fresh, finely chopped celery, a cup of fresh, finely chopped carrots, and a cup of fresh, finely chopped onions. You're going to need 2 cups of chicken broth. You're going to need 2.5 pounds of potatoes. Just peel them and dice them. The potato I decided to go with, it doesn't call for this potato, but we're going to try it because I like these potatoes. These are Yukon Golds. If you ever had Yukon Golds, it's got a real buttery, velvety, sweet, smooth texture when it cooks down. It's very delicious. You are going to need 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. You are going to need 2.5 teaspoons of Tony Sasseris Cajun seasoning. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of fresh cracked black pepper. And you are going to need to use a teaspoon of white pepper. All right, so let's get into it, Ducklins. So first things first, you're going to get you a stock pot. Put it on about medium low. We got it on medium low, ready to go. You're going to add your bacon and your bacon grease right into the bottom of the pot. Okay. Go ahead and we're going to add that in there. Comes out like that. All right, the next. What do we got to do? Okay, once we do that, we want to add all of the vegetables. We want our fresh chopped green onion. We want our 1 cup of celery. Get out of there. We want our 1 cup of finely chopped carrot. We want our 1 cup of finely chopped onions. Get out of there. Okay. Our cheese we don't need right this second. We're going to cover it. We're going to get to that when it's time for that process. Oh, also you're going to need 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. Sorry about that, Ducklins. Okay, so next things next, we're going to go ahead. We're going to add all of our seasonings. We're going to go ahead with our garlic. 3 teaspoons of fresh cracked black pepper. 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. 2.5 teaspoons of Tony Sasseris. All right. So we're going to mix all this down. Get all this cooking up nice. Now the recipe says that we need to let this simmer and do its thing for about 15 to 20 minutes so all these flavors can meld together before we get in with the next process. So Ducklins, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let this fry down and do what it's got to do, and I'm gonna see y'all back real soon. All right, Ducklins. So once we got this cooked down here, like about 15-20 minutes, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna add our chicken stock. Got 2 cups of chicken stock. Go ahead. We're gonna add that. We are going to add our 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. We want to keep this on a low medium heat while we're doing this. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our 2.5 pounds of diced potatoes. Be careful pulling it in. Inside like that. Now we're going to give this a nice good stir. And then we're going to let this thing simmer on down and cook on down. We're going to let this cook for about 2 hours, Ducklins. You want to let it cook for about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. Till the potatoes get really soft to where we could go ahead and mash them. And you can either use an immersion blender or you could use a regular blender. You just have to split it in half, pour half of it in, blend it, pour the other half in, blend it. And once we get to that point, we're going to walk through it. So we're going to let this roll, Ducklins, for about, I'm going to check it at the hour and a half mark. And then if it needs to go another 30 minutes, we're going to let it go another 30 minutes. So I'm going to see y'all back real soon. All right, Ducklins, we back. So this is what it should look like before we go ahead and put it in the blender. Now we're gonna go ahead. If you got an immersion blender, you can just stick it in there and just blend it all down. I don't have one of those, not yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it in our blender here, like this, like so. It took me right about an hour and a half, Ducklins. Is what it took for it to cook down. Now I'm assuming that, you know, a little more like a white potato or something might have took a little longer, because these Yukon Golds, they're kind of a soft potato to begin with. So I think that really kind of helped out. I haven't tasted it yet, so we're gonna give it a try here in a second as soon as we blend it down. All right, let's put about that much in there. Let's crank that on off right now. All righty. There we go. Blend that a good mix, Ducklins. Let me find some bowl to transfer that to. Let's see what it looks like. We need to hit it a little bit longer. Yeah. We want it to look something like this, Ducklins. Almost kind of like a mashed potato, I would assume. All right. Get on there. Let's see if we can get the rest of it in here. Finish it on up. Tell you what, Ducklins, this stuff does smell delicious. I've told y'all a bunch of times, I do wish I had smell-o-vision. Man, y'all would love this smell. Immersion blender would make it so much easier. So I hope y'all got one, Ducklins. If not, well, you're just gonna have to do like old Duckie's been doing. Alright, let's see. I think we got just about all of it here. Rest of it we should have been able to just pour in there. So I like that. I like that. Alright, let's add this back in there. Oh yeah, stuff. That's got a good consistency. Just what I want to see. blend the rest of it up here. All right, oh yeah, there we go. All right, let's take this off of here and we're gonna pour it right in there. Right in there with the rest of it. All right, ducklings, get that off to the side there. Grab my rag. Okay, so the last final step, some of that cheese I told y'all about. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take our 1 cup of extra sharp, fresh shredded cheese, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dump it in here. And we wanna mix that till it kind of pretty much just melts all down. Shouldn't take too long. That soup is pretty warm there. Let's see, keep it back on low here. Now another thing that kind of I think helped speed up the time, it didn't say that it needed to be covered. They had it uncovered. I covered it, and I think having the heat trapped in there kind of helps speed the time up a little bit. So just to have that thought in the back of your mind, ducklings, just to have that thought in the back of your mind. Cover it up, speed up the time a little bit. Move that off to the side here. All right, let's take this off the fire. We're gonna turn that off. Now let me grab my soup bowl here. Where is it at? Right. Now the rest of that pound of bacon, what I did was I went ahead and I cooked that down also. And then I just kind of chopped it up like that. Made us some homemade bacon bits. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pour that in there. Let's just get us a little bit there. Let's throw us a little bit of bacon on top there. On side like that. I got a spoon. Get that a good little mix. All right, ducklings. Here we go. Saltgrass style potato soup. Ducklings. That is pretty close. Every note, it don't need no salt, don't need no pepper. It's like I remember tasting some saltgrass. I mean, it really does, you know, if it's not exact, it's pretty close to it. So ducklings, y'all give this a try. Leave me a comment. If y'all got a way y'all do it, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that little bell. You know, that way when I'm putting up new videos, y'all be the first ones to know. Hey, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all have the blessed rest of y'all week. Remember when I tell y'all, go to church on Sunday and love on God. Tell them Duckie sent you. And hey, we're going to see you next video.